Hey guys, Marsenkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to run through the new reset of Battlefield. Now the anniversary Battlefield is gone. Make sure you get this done nice and quick, because as you can see, I'm recording it on the day it came out, although I think this video will probably go up tomorrow. It resets in 6 days, so you only have a very short time to get this done, get all the missions beaten, and then reset and do them all over again, because of course once the full thing resets and all the missions are available, you can get a decent few stones and other rewards. So for those of you who don't remember, because you know a lot of us beat Battlefield for the first time when it comes out, then only do like the 3 stages each week so that we can get the bonus points, and I know some people don't even bother to do that. This is going back to the Battlefield stages where we are fighting Metal Cooler at the end, who certainly can be a little bit on the tougher side. So what you want to do, as always with the non-anniversary version, because the anniversary version was a bit different, had different setups with the enemies that you fought, but this one, the first enemy that you fight is always the same typing as the final boss at the end. So that means that Metal Cooler is going to be STR at the end of this run. So what we want to do is not use one of our AGL teams against Yajirobe, and instead we just use the low class warriors team, and then this way we can get him beaten nice and quickly. And then if we get to Metal Cooler and we use one of our AGL teams and we lose, we still have our other AGL team. And then of course I always, for Battlefield, bring a separate, like, because you can bring enough units as long as you're beating all the stages with one team each. I always bring a heroes team build as well, and the heroes team would be able to potentially beat the final boss. I mean, Cooler can be annoying because of all of the abilities that he has, and the fact that you can heal. Like if you bring a team that doesn't do enough damage, you actually could end up running out of turns against him and then just losing because you run out of turns. But obviously with the heroes team, AGL, Limit Breaker for Geo, you're going to have type advantage over Cooler. Even if he's not critting, it means he's going to be able to do big damage. So hopefully the heroes team would be fine. Super AGL is obviously a very strong set of characters. I think my Super AGL team for Battlefield has a very good selection of strong characters in it as well. So we should be looking pretty good. I know a lot of people, as I always say, my main strategy for Battlefield is to go with mono teams. So Extreme STR, we're running the Coolers. They lead Terrifying Conquerors, Transformation Boost, all those mixed together. We basically are just running like a full Terrifying Conquerors team. We throw Jace on there for the little bit of support and the Scouter effect, but obviously the early phases, you don't really need to worry about too much, right? Like these early phases are never really particularly difficult. I mean, we probably will one turn a fair few of these fights on our way through to the very end, but it's not really the early ones you have to worry about. So if you are running mono teams, you want to go through your weaker ones in the early phases, which for the most part is extreme, right? We all know how Dokkan is when it comes to extreme units and extreme teams. The extreme teams are usually weaker than the superclass teams, but that's going to depend on your box and what units you have. But I always recommend just building mono teams that fit within categories if you can. So obviously, even though that was Extreme STR, we weren't running an Extreme STR leader, we were running Terrifying Conquerors, getting actual 170 leads. If you have any 200% leads that you can run for those particular teams. So what we do for Extreme Tech is we have both Zamasu and the Tech Androids both have Worldwide Chaos 170 leader skills. So then we just throw on a bunch of Zamasu and Cell units. They are all on Worldwide Chaos. It means the whole team is getting at least a full 170. Some of them will be getting the 200% leader skill from LR Zamasu as well. And then starting off with a rotation like this should be pretty straightforward here to get a easy win over Nail. So especially with the Easy A, Rose and Zamasu in slot 1, getting hit a few times, getting some build up here. Battlefield is nice for like these random units that you just never use anymore, right? But 15.7 mil crit without a crit, I should say. One-shotting Nail, and then we can move on to the next phase or next fight, which is going to be was it Pan? Yeah, Tech Pan. So Extreme Int. So for Extreme Int, I think this is it Terrifying Conquerors? Because that's one of your leader skills. Yeah, I think it's a full Terrifying Conquerors leader skill. Because this guy is on Oh no, wait, because of course he also leads Gifted Warriors as well. But Vegeta is the Extreme Int, 50% support. So we can throw these guys on. They're all on one of LR Piccolo's category. I say LR, the World Tournament Piccolo's categories. Yeah, easiest way to do this, mono teams, make categories if you can, and then you're good to go. Battlefield is one of those places where having those 50% supports is really, really good, because obviously they make really good sub leaders because they have the typing leader skill. But obviously they are also very good units if they're put onto teams with a bunch of other units of the same typing. So of course, with Battlefield, these fights are often very short, so you don't always get like the units you want together on rotation. Ideally, you want that Int Vegeta with the Namek Vegeta Exchange Goku unit, but obviously without them, we'll be fine. Both the LR Barbady from the 8th year anniversary and the LR Bojack can do decent damage, so as you can see, we're still going to tear through this part of the fight very easy. It's pretty much only the stage 3 fights that can be a bother sometimes, but most of them have at least one of the status effects available. So that is something else to also bear in mind, is that if you are struggling with any of these fights, remember that a lot of them actually can be affected by status effects and stuff, right? So we get to the boss at the end of level 2 here, which is going to be Int Kaba, so we'll use our extreme physical team. But you can see here, disables attack and defense reduction, immunity to being stunned, but nowhere does it say immunity to being sealed, so we can seal his super attack. My extreme physical team, I run a Martian power team, so just throw these guys on there. I think I run probably you, I guess, over the... when you have dodge, but I guess... yeah, we'll try out you. You can seal actually as well, so that can be useful here. But again, I mean, even the final boss of like level 2 is not particularly difficult. So, especially if we get a good starting rotation here, which we don't really. But also, there's barely any orbs, which is annoying for our Super Boo. So I guess we could go ahead and do this. Get some orbs for Super Boo, and then grab those for you. I suppose I should have really just put Evil Boo in slot 2 so you could get the seal straight away, but of course we get immediately super attacked. The good thing about having Despair teams as well, like the fact that I have the Heroes team set aside, as I mentioned at the beginning, is if you die at any point, that's what those excess units are obviously then useful for. Because if any of these phases, like in the stage 3, any of those bosses end up killing me, I can bring in the Heroes team just to like finish them off, and then obviously still have both my AGL teams for Metal Cooler at the end. But of course, the physical Bootanks, I forgot that he seals, so of course he had to get supered straight away before he had the opportunity to seal the enemy, which is something that does happen quite a lot with this the good old RNG in this game. But this team has a lot of healing as well, so it's not like we need to worry too much. And then yeah, Bootanks will just very easily finish off Carbet here. So the first couple of fights, super easy. Like I say, it is really only stage 3, and this is the benefit of running these mono teams but with characters that have the slightly higher leader skills, because you can still get this done with like the older mono leads that only have like 120 leader skills. It just obviously is going to take that a little bit longer, and you do have less HP overall, so if you do get unfortunate and the wrong unit gets caught, then that'll be GG. But of course you are less restricted, because if you're running a leader that is extreme physical, you can run any extreme physical units, whereas I've built mine around the leader skill for Bootanks, so I can only run Power Absorption or Martian Power. Is it Martian Power is his other one? Alright, so we have Gohan, the Garlic Jr., Evil Boo, and Fat Boo. So if we go on Gohan, he's super physical. He can't be stunned, he can dodge, but you can attack lower him and seal him. So he would be our super STR team, which is, oh yeah, Beast's team. Bond of Master and Disciple, and then you're on there. So it's mostly superheroes as well, but you, UI Goku, you, and then there you go. That's we're not going to have to struggle too much with Beast's team, I don't think, especially if Beast is on turn 1. Going to be a very quick one. But Super STR, a good build. I used to run Pure Saiyans, so like Super Vegeta as the leader. Kaba obviously can still be the sub leader for that. That team works really nicely. You have Pure Saiyan Super STR characters are very strong. like the GT duo, Dragon Fist Goku, the Carnival LR Goku that provides defense support to everybody. Like Super STR is definitely a very, very strong typing. So this is why I say you use the extreme typing teams first and then save the super typing ones for the end. Definitely makes this a lot easier. So typical, we didn't have anyone that could seal or attack lower on the first turn, but we should be good. STR UI Goku with his EZA, obviously very strong. I didn't actually see, is Beast Gohan on the next turn, or did he get put in slot 7? Did we get the RNG shaft? Yeah, he is in slot 7, of course he is. UI Goku dodging the super from Gohan though, that's what we like to see. Gave Kaba a decent amount of STR orbs, so he can hit relatively hard. They start to have a lot more HP once we get to this phase. I can't believe Beast Gohan was in slot 7. He just literally has to be on turn 1 and we pretty much win. But, of course, he wasn't. So, I mean, I don't really want Mai taking hits, but I guess we'll do this. Grab those for you, and then grab those. And then, I mean, Future Gohan obviously very strong defensively. Getting a bit of support from Mai. She does support the superclass allies. So, Future Gohan's still a unit that I think has aged quite well. There's that dodge coming in for the Gohan, but even on teams like the Tech Vegeta Super Saiyans team, where he's only getting the 170 lead from that Vegeta, he still is very good. He's on Beast's 200% lead as well, so I think he is a very cool unit to be able to run on Beast Gohan's team. One of the missions, I think it was the UI Goku mission for using 6 STR types, I used Beast Gohan leader skill with the Future Gohan on there, and he is still very, very good. But Mai with the seal, there we go, we get the additional super, so she gets the damage reduction as well. Not that she should take that much damage from this Gohan's normals anyway, but getting the additional super pretty much seals the deal for us here, because it gives her the damage reduction. She's not taking any damage now. He's sealed, so we don't need to worry about him supering us. And then we're going to have Beast Gohan on the next turn, so Beast Gohan should finish him off. But Super STR is still one of, I would say, the strongest, if not the strongest, I guess, because just because Beast Gohan's on there. But even if you don't have Beast Gohan, Super STR is still one of the stronger typings out of all the monotypes in the game at the moment. So this one shouldn't be too bad. This guy has a countdown as well, which is funny because he's sealed, so he actually can't even do his countdown super on us now. So we'll grab these, and then we should be all good here, because Beast is going to get hit a couple of times, so he's going to get buffs. He can't be supered, not that he would take damage from a super hit anyway, but he's going to get some buffs here, and then 9.5. I mean, mine is only 55%, he is level 10 links, but he shares a few links with UI Goku. Obviously he has things like Fierce Power and Legendary Power, but he's been hit, so we're getting the extra attack guaranteed as well. So there's no way Gohan survives this turn, even if he does survive Beast Gohan. I think with the silver equip, I think my Beast has like 5 additional, which is obviously not a huge amount, but it means no third attack. But STR UI Goku should probably finish him off here. He got a couple of dodges on the last turn, so he got a few buffs, but yeah, it's easily enough to take out Gohan, and we can move on to the next one. So let's see who we got up next. Yep, nice and quick. Beat another set of the stage missions. Garlic Jr. Extreme AGL, so we'll be running Super Tech. Super Tech, I think, yeah, I've gone back to using just like a full Movie Heroes build. This guy has Super Tech 130. I think Tapion has Tech types, is only 100. Yes, I think this guy ends up being the best one, but because we're fighting... Actually, I don't think Garlic Jr. actually does count as a movie boss character, does he? Because I did the video, I think it was earlier, which will probably go out the same day as this one. The fact that Garlic Jr. and that AGL Gohan don't count as movie heroes or movie bosses, which means they're from like the Garlic Jr. filler from the anime, but the LR, Goku and Piccolo are on movie heroes, which is interesting. So I didn't check his details here, but he doesn't say he can't be... Oh yeah, he doesn't have anything, so he can be stunned, sealed, attack lowered, everything. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku is sealed, which is, I guess, fine, because we won't want to be doing the 18 key super on the first turn anyway. Super attacks Birdku, but we did get our hit in first, so we got a little bit of extra defense. Still takes 278k though, and then 20k from the follow-up normal. So you can see these later stages. This is the big difference as well between running like 2 category leaders that are giving 200 or 170, and then here where we're running a leader that gives 170 and then a leader that gives 130. So it's significantly less. I probably could build my super tech team slightly better than this, but I think we'd still work out fine here. And then of course the tech God Goku does seal, so that sets us up nicely for the next turn as well. Even though he's not going to do a ton of damage because we're not technically fighting a movie boss character, we do get the seal, which then renders him essentially useless here. He sealed Vegeta, which is annoying, but we can go ahead and do this. Piccolo will get hit and give everybody 2 ki. Then that will push you guys. Yeah, you've already got enough anyway. Get those guys their guaranteed additional super. He can't super us, so everyone on the turn should tank for pretty decent numbers here. Piccolo can stun with his additional as well, so if he gets an additional, I probably should have just gone for his 12 ki actually. He does lower attack with the 18 ki, so I suppose that is useful. And then we did get the additional super. He could potentially just stun him here, which would be useful. Hey, nice. Well, there you go. That frees us up for the rest of the turn and the next turn. So that's the thing with these battlefield fights, and this is what I was saying. If you do find it does start to get a little bit tougher further in for some of your units, just make sure you're double checking the boss's abilities, and then if you can, bring units that can seal, stun, attack lower, all that good stuff, and then it makes these fights significantly easier. So, because the fact that he can't attack us at all on this turn means that we are... He sealed him again. I was going to say we could just go for the 18 key super here now, but typical. I mean, we don't even really need him to do a normal. I want to save those rainbow orbs for Tapion and just do that. So, no attacks again on this turn because he is stunned. Tapion lowers attack, so that helps set us up ready for the next turn as well. If he even survives, of course. Although I suppose with Super Saiyan 3 Goku being stunned, that is a high possibility here. Or sealed, I should say. He's not really going to do a lot of damage. Tapion is decent for the Movie Heroes team. Gives a good bit of support. We get the crit, get the attack lower. So... yeah, we will have Orange Piccolo tank quite nicely here as well. He could super, so... I mean, I guess we can... There's no point even transforming them, really, is there? So, what's Piccolo's defense? Only 242k. I mean, I wonder if Piccolo got supered immediately here, whether we would actually die. I mean, as much as it's annoying, and I've said before in videos, using the giant form of Piccolo can be super boring because it takes ages, but... I mean, why risk losing when we don't have to, right? We just go ahead and giant form here. He did end up supering in slot 1, so probably did make the right decision in the end. We'll see how this pans out here. I mean, at least with type advantage and the fact that the battlefield bosses aren't super difficult, Orange Piccolo might actually just kill him eventually, because he can get all these additionals. He doesn't exactly do crazy damage by himself, but he might be able to kill him. Of course, he does heal, which is a pain, but it does mean we're set for after the transformation because he won't be able to super, so it does work out quite well for us. Just multiple Orange Piccolo attacks now, severely adding to the runtime of the video by using the Orange Piccolo giant form, but you know, it is what it is. 2.5 for the additional super attacks that he gets. Madness. Alright, so next turn, if he doesn't heal super early in the turn, maybe we could just kill him straight out here. Okay, good. He's actually not healing on this turn at all, so as long as we get enough... yeah, we can get an 18 key super there. So we should kill him this turn, even without getting a bunch of additionals. That should be GG. But yeah, it's one of those things, like I say, there's no point, why run the risk even of losing? Because he did end up supering in slot 1. Why even bother running the risk when you don't have to? Just use the Orange Piccolo transformation, and yeah, then it's going to be GG. It does make things take a little bit longer, but it's not like we're in a rush, I suppose. Will this actually be enough? Or do we need the slot 3 18 key super? Come on, get a crit. Additional normal to finish him off. Okay. Well, there you go. So there's Garlic Jr. taken out with the Super Tech team. Orange Piccolo transformation giving us the extra bit of protection there at the end. So next up, we're going to have the Evil Boo. What typing is he? He's Tech. So he doesn't have any immunities either. He can dodge, but he doesn't have any immunities for like status effects and stuff like that. So Super Int, I have a Bond of Master and Disciple team set up. It does have the Blue Evolution Vegeta Easy A on the team. So obviously we are off to a pretty good start. The Int Carnival Gohan, of course, gives a 200% leader skill. Future Gohan gives a 170 for Bond of Master and Disciple. So the team does work out pretty well. We don't have the craziest like start of turn defense here. Were you getting an extra link from Whis? Oh, you were getting Cold Judgment, which is pretty good. I mean, this Gohan, we can't get a lot of orbs, and we can't get a lot of Int orbs, but if we do this, we go up to 284. He has Guard, which does still do a little bit, even though it isn't already an Int enemy, but I'll go ahead and do this. Of course he supers in slot 1, because why not? There's only this kind of like a lot of these fights just remind me of setups to like if you're trying to do Super Battle Road no item runs, where realistically it's the enemy super attacking you in slot 1 is like the only major thing that can have a big detrimental effect on the attempt, right, and could potentially lead to you losing, is them just super attacking you immediately in slot 1. But even then, like, as long as you're running these higher leader skills, because if you're running double 120 leader skills, with the amount of damage that he does, or he did to that Gohan, like, we'd potentially be dead. So, and then he super attacks this guy, like, or our super attacks twice in one turn. Outrageous. Fortunately, after Gohan supers, he doesn't really take damage. Whis with the attack lower, so that's helpful. And now we have a setup like this, which is pretty good. I mean, we might as well just use his active skill. There's no point saving it. Do some big damage. And then... I mean, I'm just going to put Vegeta in slot 1, I think, because he's got the better defense straight off the bat, right? Although... I mean, let's do this, actually. We'll get these for you, and then grab these for you. I mean, the fact that he can seal on his super is really annoying, but... it is what it is. We're used to that now with some of these tougher bosses. And he can dodge, man. He can dodge, he can heal, he can seal you on super attack. It's kind of annoying. Where's this guy? We don't have a lot of units on this build that can seal. I mean, Vados can seal and attack lower, but of course she ended up being in slot 7, so that's kind of annoying. But Blue Evolution Vegeta here going to be able to do some solid damage as well. Alright, so he should tank this relatively well, if not for double digits. I don't know, he hasn't taken any hits. Yeah, he tanked it for double digits, and then the Carnival Gohan at 4.4. Will he finish him off here? I don't know, he's got a lot of HP left. Yeah, he's still got loads of HP left. Gohan can get a few supers off in one turn though, so his post-super defense should be good enough for him to live a super, I think. But he's another unit that will build up more as he gets hit, so him taking a super attack straight away is not ideal, but that's not bad. Actually, I think are we below the HP threshold for this Gohan to get the orb change? I think we are below 50%, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Alright, well, this is a big turn for you then. So grab those for you. A million defense. Got the Vados support. I mean, Vados isn't attacking until the end of the turn, and then she'll seal and attack lower. I was going to say the worst case scenario for us is him supering in slot 1, because then he seals Gohan. But of course Gohan gets dodged after doing a 13 million, oh, come on, 13 million, and then a 9 million from future Gohan gets dodged. Bruh. Bosses that can dodge, man. You gotta hate that kind of RNG. 170k to future Gohan. That is brutal. But now he's sealed and attack lowered, so Made things a little bit easier on ourselves. I probably shouldn't have floated off Vados, to be honest, because getting that seal and attack lower every other turn would actually be super beneficial. But I suppose with that damage from the active skill, I mean, there's not a very good chance that he survives this turn. I guess, of course, he could still dodge. Just because he's sealed doesn't mean he can't dodge. So I guess we'll see how this one pans out. 6.6, he dodged. Bruh is straight trolling me. The funny thing is with these battlefield fights is you only get a certain number of turns as well. So, like, he could very easily just dodge, like, Blue Evolution Vegeta here. I think Whis would probably still kill, well, maybe not now, because he healed. But as long as he doesn't dodge Blue Evolution Vegeta, he's dead. But okay, good. Alright, so that's Evil Boo out of the way. And now we just have Fat Boo, and then we'll be on to Metal Cooler. So that one did take one of the longest. That was almost 5 minutes just for that fight. So Fat Boo is Extreme Int, and he has no immunities either. So we'll be running our Super Physical team. For Super Physical, I basically run a Goku family team. So we have you, and then the 50% support Gohan. Kid Goku for the support. Obviously, Physical Gohan can still be good. You're a support unit and can stun. Bardock can seal and is a support unit as well. Actually, I'll bring this Goku as the other unit because he can stun. So that can be a pretty good setup here. If we get one of the sealers on the first turn, obviously that would be ideal. Right, we do have Bardock. So yeah, we can easily go ahead here, grab the 6 orbs for God Goku, whilst also leaving a bunch of physical orbs for that Z-Sword Gohan. So this works out quite nicely here, 12 orbs for you. So as long as God Goku doesn't fail to dodge a super straight away. Oh my god, this guy. I'm getting like the worst RNG in this run, I swear. But only 255k, so I guess we can deal with that. And then we're going to seal him. Typical. The RNG in this run has been absolutely shocking. 8.38. I mean, God Goku can still do a decent bit of damage. Yep, there's the third super as well. So it's 8.6. And this guy dodged. Oh god, these Boo guys, unbelievable. Don't dodge this. I guess that's the one downside, right, is the fact that because they can dodge, if they dodge a super attack from the unit that can seal, then obviously they don't get sealed. So that can be super annoying as well. I mean, that could potentially, in the worst case scenario, that can lead to a situation where you get killed because they dodge a seal and then super attack like the weakest unit on your team. And then that's going to be super awkward. So we don't have a lot of high defense numbers on this turn, which is unfortunate. We'll do that for you. Shame it's not a guaranteed crit, but yeah, post super his defense is going to be the best, and we can get the 7 orbs, 2 rainbow orbs for him. So if we go ahead and do this, both the Goku, like Super Saiyan 2 Goku and the Super Saiyan Xeno Goku, both have the potential to stun on this turn as well. He is sealed, so we don't have to worry about him supering. So his normal attack's only going to do double-digit damage to Kid Goku. And then, let's see. Decent bit of damage incoming from Kid Goku. Nice, we get a crit as well. And can we get the stun from one of the Super Saiyan Gokus here? Well, this guy's Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but yeah. The real fight starts now. How many characters in the game say that exact thing or something very similar? Meteor Blast. No stuns. Okay. And then Xeno Goku. Obviously, he's a Goku family support unit. He can stun. He's a stacker. He gets his Easy A this year with the Hero Celebration, if it goes the way we expect, with like the order that the units should Easy A. Very much looking forward to his Easy A for sure. Alright, so we can grab those for you. And we can get 6 orbs for you. Can't get any same type orbs, unfortunately, here, but as long as we get the... I can't believe we had 2 units that can stun, and we didn't stun him. That's what I'm saying about the RNG in this run has been questionable at best. So 6.4. I mean, we're going to do a decent bit of damage this turn, because of course we've ended up with a lot of these fights where some of our stronger units have been in the final slot. As much as people love to hate on physical Ultimate Gohan, in this setup for the team that we have with a lot of support, he is probably one of the hardest hitting units, especially if he does actually end up getting his additionals off. Plus he can lower attack with his 18 key, and he can stun on his 12 key as well. God Goku actually dodging the super, thank you. So 18 key super here. Yeah, there's the attack lower with a crit. We do get the additional super, although that was from the hidden potential, not from the passive. Same old Ultimate Gohan, getting enough key to get his passive, but only getting a normal attack instead of a super. And then at least Bardock will seal, so at least we don't have to worry about the wrong unit eating a super on the next turn. But okay, so I was about to say that physical orb change was almost completely useless, but I guess we can do that. I mean, it still isn't that many physical orbs, to be fair, but if I do this, will that drop some orbs here? No, we can still only get 6, so no type advantage for everyone on the rotation. Z-Sword Gohan got a decent number of orbs, and Boo is still sealed, so he should be okay. And then Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Oh, we get the additional. Nice. But yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, once he transforms, he can do a ton of damage. Oh, Gohan can actually stun. Nice. Okay, well that puts us in guaranteed win scenario here then, because this Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I can't wait for his Easy A. I'm sure we'll have to get the Int Angel Goku to Super Saiyan 3 and the Tech Vegeta to Majin Vegeta. Their Easy A's surely will come first, because they came way before him. And the Goku is obviously a very similar unit, being Super Saiyan 2 that transforms to Super Saiyan 3. But this guy, when he eventually gets his Easy A, I can imagine that he will be absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, here we go. We are at the very end, and we only have Metal Cooler left to go. So we'll probably jump in with the Super AGL team first, because that should be the most powerful. And we'll see how we get on. So for Metal Cooler, we are going to use the Super AGL team first. So let's do this. So Super AGL was the team that I even made. It's technically Goku family. So it's you and then you. And then we just throw on these guys, you. Because technically Goku has Super AGL as his secondary leader skill, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we can use you. I guess, will LR Gohan be better to use, or you? Let me just double check. You can... Yeah, see, he can be status affected, and this Gohan, the AGL Gohan, can stun, and he does have the heal active skill, so yeah. I think we'll go with that for these guys, and see how we get on here. Could be interesting, but Metal Cooler can be a real pain. But we'll see how we go. So we got... Okay, I mean, this is a pretty good first rotation. So let's go ahead and do this for you. Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku can stun as well. So that does work out quite nicely. I really want to get the Rainbow Orb for Pycon, but... Yeah, we don't get all of his support. We can get his support, but then not his dodge and seal. So I'd rather get the chance for him to dodge and to seal. Because, I mean, this Goku might just stun Cooler, and then we'd be fine. But if he doesn't, we don't want to take any unnecessary risks. Because if Pycon can't dodge, if he doesn't get a Rainbow Orb, then potentially he is going to take some big damage. And yeah, Goku didn't get a stun. He is going to stun on the additional. We had the good old, the stun icon appeared over his portrait in the top left before the animation started, so he is stunning him here. The stun is obviously really, really useful. He can still dodge, but when he's stunned, not only does it obviously remove all of his attacks so he can't kill us, but it removes his heal action from the turn as well. And that is really important, because when Cooler first came out, like, not only can he be tough and he can kill you if he hits the wrong unit with a super, a lot of people were saying that because of the healing and the amount of defense that he has and everything, you can end up running out of turns because you don't kill him in time. So being able to stun him and get rid of some of those healing actions from the rotation is obviously very, very useful. And now that he is stunned, we don't need to worry so much about the second turn. If we have someone on the second turn that could stun, that would be really good, because obviously any chance we can get to put the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku in slot 2 means he gets extra attacks and extra attack power, so that would obviously be beneficial. But Pycon Unit Super lowers attack as well, which is always good. So I guess we do have the Gohan, right? So I think we'll do this and then this. Remember that Pan, her ability is that her super attack does buff everyone for 2 turns. So her super attack gives us a nice buff here for the next turn. If Gohan gets the stun, then we'll be really in a good position for the next turn. I mean, this is one of those things. Metal Cooler can be a huge pain in the butt, but if you bring a ton of units that can stun or seal, then you are going to have a much easier time. So Kai Goku here, going to do a decent bit of damage as well. Obviously we have his potential active skill to use later. No status effects on this turn though, unfortunately, but dodged Pan, okay. Pan with the additional though. Now this is big, because double Pan super means 60% attack and defense for everybody on this rotation, which is kind of wild. In fact, because there's no attacks in slot 1, I can't get a lot of ki though. Gohan is kind of ki hungry, although the links are not exactly great if I don't do that. Well, will you be okay otherwise? What does your 12 key super do? Do you actually stun on your... No. Do I go for the safe bet for the Goku? I could just float off all my Gohan, actually, to be fair. I don't need to keep him on rotation here. So I could do this, and then do this, because you get extra key from Rainbow Orbs. And then there's some AGL orbs for Gohan to get into the 18 key super. Perfect. Alright, so he is going to heal at the start of the turn, which is a little bit annoying. But there's that stun icon loading in early again. So Goku getting the stun here. I mean, I feel like this run is going to be potentially a lot easier than it was in the previous one. Just because Super AGL once was the strongest typing for super types. I feel like it is still STR, even though this... AGL, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku is obviously very powerful. But yeah, Super AGL is still a very good mono-typing category, so we should be more than good enough here. Plenty of units on this team that can stun and seal. So yeah, you're definitely going to be in a good spot if you can put together a decent Super AGL team. By floating off Pycon early on, it means we get him onto the opposite rotation, so even if we don't stun again with the Gohan, we can potentially get the, well, we will get the seal, right, as long as we get a Rainbow Orb. So let's make sure we do that by grabbing those for you. And then, man, the orbs are not really great, though, on this turn, are they? If I do this, will this drop down those ones? Yes, it will. There we go. So we can get the full Pycon passive, the support for the allies, and the buff for himself. Not that he needs the dodge, of course, but it means he can see. He doesn't seal on his super attack unless you get a Rainbow Orb. So, and then of course Kai Goku's not taking any hits, so he's not getting any of his build up here. So he's not really doing a lot for the team if he's not being hit. He can be very useful. I mean, he's still doing damage, obviously. It's not like he's not doing anything at all, but by not getting any build up, he's obviously not really fulfilling his full potential. But he dodged Pycon. Okay, so we don't seal. Interesting. So we can go ahead and do the active skill for Goku, do a nice bit of damage here. I mean, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku still has, what, 30% damage reduction from his passive, and he's super attacked, I think, at least 4 times. So he's still got a good, like, 50% damage reduction. So I think we want to go for, let's grab these. Ideally, I want to try and get, yeah, a bunch of AGL orbs for Pan. So if we can drop those down like that and then do that, that should work out quite nicely here. I don't know how much damage we would take from a super, but bear in mind, obviously, if we die, we can jump straight back in with either the Heroes team or the Extreme AGL team, and we would be fine. But, I mean, Goku's still able to tank relatively well. All of the attacks are on Goku as well, so once he's gotten his supers off here, he's going to take double-digit damage. On the heals right at the end in slot 3, I don't think... Will we kill him this turn? I mean, Goku's up to 6.3. He could still get another super. And then obviously Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then Pan. Maybe? But he's not going to heal. So, I mean, if we don't kill him this turn, he's guaranteed dead on the next turn. He's stunned now thanks to Goku. So, yeah, this guy can be very easily locked down with stunners, sealers, attack lowers, all that good stuff. And that makes the fight significantly easier. So if Super Saiyan 4 Goku doesn't kill him here, Pan should. Unless he dodges, of course. I don't know why I put that out there. I hope I didn't jinx myself. Nice. Oh, Pan didn't kill him anyway. Nice. Okay. I see. Alright, well, we'll just use Gohan's. I mean, we have all the active skills available here, so we'll just use Gohan's active skill. And then that is going to be all she wrote for Metal Cooler. So there you go. That is the full Battlefield reset run done in one go. Now, because all of the missions will reset, you do want to actually make sure, this is one of the few times, I always say, like there's the missions for beating it 3 times through. And normally I just wait, and each week when we get the weekly missions, beat it a whole way through again, so I can slowly but surely end up beating all of the missions. But remember, this one is only available for another like 5 days, the day that this video goes up. So within now and the next like 4 days, ideally you do need to beat it twice more all the way through again, because then that will enable you to complete all of the missions. Because you can see here, if we go back into the mission menu, we still have the clear level 1 twice and 3 times, clear level 2 twice and 3 times, and then clear level 3 twice and 3 times. You don't get any stones, but you get some extra medals, some orbs, and some kais, so it's definitely worth doing. But obviously the main bulk of the rewards you get for beating it for the first time, which of course for most people the most important one of those is of course getting the 28 stones, as well as the ones you got along the way for beating the stages. So there you go, that is the full Battlefield reset run. Let me know how you guys got on. I think Metal Cooler is definitely a lot easier this time, but let me know what you guys thought down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out all the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.